Okay, so basically what he was saying was that it was, and it felt feasible, is what I'm saying. It wasn't a whole lot. He was saying that we could buy this plot of land, we could grow on it and become part of the international trade and strengthen our community that way. And so I just thought it starts from our own Walmarts, our own versions of things, and then we feed into our own communities. And I thought that was dope, right? It was just, it was simple. It didn't require that we go and live in the forest like what you're saying. It's just a little bit off the top every single year as a collective. And so I
So
thought
is
that
this
was,
is this is this a physical location where he's saying we buy this plot of land in America, or is it somewhere outside of America?
it was in America. It was in America. But what I'm saying is maybe we look abroad though.
Okay.
We're throwing out ideas, right?
Yeah,
We're
I
talking
think that
about
we
how to
should.
realistically do it.
I think that we should have the plan again. Not trying to put the plan out for everybody, like Lala said, but it should be a multi-pronged approach, right? Because yes, we live here now and we've got stake here now. Our families are here now. So what can we do here now? But also being of the mind of, all right, where else can we go? Where is a good place? And it starts with having these conversations and connecting with people in the 3 to 5 places that you're thinking about in those areas. The All Black National Convention this year, for one, I loved it because it opened up my mind about international trade, business, living. Whereas before I wasn't really thinking, I had the thoughts, but I wasn't really thinking like that. And I've connected with a lot of people who are in Africa, in different parts of the country. I mean, parts of the world and the country. And so those people are also now a part of the village or the tribe, right? That you can reach out to and say, hey, how is it over there? But I think that we need to be thinking about a multi-prong or a two-prong approach. I also was like, oh, I want to get some land here. I met some people at the conference from Boston, actually, who lived next door to my cousin, who said that they bought them and like, I think 17 other families they bought out in the middle of Georgia, but they bought like 100 and something acres and they're building on it. And they have a covenant for that land and stuff like that. Now, that's going to be great for them, right? If they need to leave, yeah, maybe they need to have another strategy of where else can we go? But I think that it's important to have something to sell too. So if you got some land here and you do need to leave, you can sell it. And then that could be your nest egg to take that and go somewhere else. But we need to be thinking on a multitude of levels for this.
I love what you said about it being a multi-prong or multi myriad of ideas, because I think there's no one way to skin a cat. Like, we got to look at different alternatives. For some, it may be foraging in the forest. For others, it may be going international. For others, it may be buying plots of land. But my thing is, what can we do here? Can we do now in this present moment? And that does go back to practicing collective economics. That does go back to empowering and unification. And again, I don't buy into the idea that Black people just aren't unified, because I think we are. We just had to be. We just had to know what was really going on, because we have been, we had this idea of this great white savior that we've had for the last. So first of all, they put us to sleep. They lull us to sleep. They give us these handouts. The Democrats give us these handouts. The Republicans don't want to do anything.